Welcome to Land Academy. I'm Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit.
We show you how to buy real estate for half of what it's worth.
And sell it on the internet really fast.
We are Jack and Jill,
and this is the Jack and Jill Show too.
With over 15,000 completed transactions, we're the experts at acquiring property.
Of all kinds, not just land.
For half price and flipping them for way more.
All right, let's get this show started.
Jack Butala with Jill DeWit.
Hi there.
Welcome to our show today. In this episode, Jill and I talk about Jack, that's me, explains how to select a great deal.
Oh.
If you got a bunch of mail staring you, a bunch of signed offers staring you because you did everything right and sent a massive campaign out and you're staring at 10 deals, how do you select the best one? Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, it's not going to be the most profitable one, I'll tell you. Before we get into it, like I just did, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Okay. Jim asks, I know Jack always says to copy the grantor verbatim, but my John Doe in this deal is deceased. So my question is, do I have to leave as is, or do I leave off the John Doe managing trustee, or do I replace with Jane Doe successor trustee?
This is a Jill question.
Okay. Well, number one,
the guy's dead.
I know. So I love these questions. These are really good questions. The only thing is I'm missing some of the information.
Right. So, what I would say to really, Jim, and what you want to do here is, if you're brand new like this, I would hire a title agent.
Or first check with the county in case it's something easy.
Yeah.
What if it was just, if it's a joint tenant, what if it's joint tenant with joint tenants with rights of survivorship, and Jane Doe is a survivor. So now the county, you can easily take care of that and not have to go through anything special. So that's easy.
You want to be a deal maker.
Right.
And when these things come up, this is pretty, actually, as things go, pretty complicated, or it can be if you're brand new. So I would hire a title agent if the economics are worth it.
Right.
Title costs between, I've heard it as low as $300 and as high as, I don't know, $800.
Exactly.
So, and if you're new, you don't want to be wrestling with this stuff. Actually, this ties into what this show's about, too. Mm-hmm. This might be, if you've got 10 deals you're looking at right now, and this might be the most profitable one. And I know it. I get it. When you pull up, when you get a letter back, and the first thing you do is you go to Parcel Fact, pull it up, and you just fall out of your chair because it's an unbelievable piece of real estate. But it's unpurchasable like this, or potentially unpurchasable. Just move on to the next one.
That ties into what I wrote on about this topic. So really good stuff. So yeah, I apologize, Jim, but yeah, I need a little more information, A. B, you might be able to solve it quickly with the county telling you, or just someone helping you real quick, even just calling an attorney helping you. And they'll sometimes tell you over the phone how to title stuff. I've done that for free. C, hire an attorney. I've done that to help with it. And then D, old-fashioned, if there's enough money in it, you're going to make $8,000 on it. Then go through title, and that's fine. They'll do it for you.
Hey, here's the thing. To answer your question, Jim, you have to do it verbatim. So you might just draw a deed. So the dead guy has to deed it to the person who's going to deed it to you. Might be an heir, might be the state. It gets complicated when people are totally deceased. That's why one of the reasons there's some people in our group that specialize in this. That's all they do. They seek these things out.
The correct answer is, the grantor or grantee does say the same, but who's signing at the bottom, that will change. They were signing on behalf of, they're trustee for, all that good stuff.
Right.
Thank you.
If you have a question or you want to be on the show, reach out to either one of us on landinvestors.com. Today's topic, I explain how to select a great deal. This is the meat of the show. Do you have anything scratched down like you always do? Some awesome initial fiery comments?
I do.
Go for it.
Okay. Selecting a great deal it's data. A lot of it's all around data. It's not because someone came to you and said, hey, my mother-in-law is moving. You want this property.
Never want that.
Exactly. It's
never,
data.
Ever. That's not how you do deals at all, ever. Might be the greatest deal ever. Still pass on.
Isn't that crazy? I get those all the time.
Me too.
Number two, it's not emotional. You're going to win. You're either going to win financially or you're going to win emotionally. Which would you want? In our business, we win financially. In our home, Jill wins emotionally.
and I lose all of it.
So that's the reality as I look out here the window. So anyway, that's how that goes.
Jill moved to her dream house recently.
Did. Well, you moved too.
I live in the garage.
Dude, no. I let you in the big house sometimes. All right. So selecting a great deal. So it's still about the data. It's numbers, not emotional. And then my third thing is, don't be afraid to walk away, like you said. Like this one, Jim. You know what? Hey, that could be the greatest deal on the planet. But if it's going to cost me $800 to do this, and then I found out this is wrong and that's wrong, and it's going to take me a week, I've walked away. I'm done. I could do 5 easy deals in that same time and make more money. That's where I'm going.
So here's how it works from start to finish. You choose a place, like a county, let's say, that you think, for whatever reason, shows good signs of yielding a good return on the mailer campaign that you send out, on the offer campaign. So you send out a ton of offers. You send out 1,500, 2,000, 5,000 offers. And then you wait. You wait for about a week. And they start coming back. They come back in 3 forms. Well, really one of 4 things is going to happen. The people are going to open the letter and their jaw is going to hit the ground and say, who has the gall to offer $5,000 for my $5 billion piece of property in northern Arizona? And they throw it away and you never hear from them again. Number 2, someone says this, some version of this. Oh my gosh, wife, this is a godsend. We need $5,000. I would love to sell this $5,000 property that we're never going to use. I'm signing this and I'm sending it back. Will you please give Jill a call? That's what you're looking for. And then the versions in between are they call and they try to negotiate, or they call back and they're extremely angry. Either way, you're not answering your phone because of Jill Live, so it doesn't matter. The ones that you want to concentrate, especially in the beginning on, are the ones who sign it and send it back. And they say, tell us what to do. We're ready to close. So the more mail you send out and the better you get at pricing, the more of a chance that there's going to be a great deal. So if you do everything right, you sent the mail out and you're getting 1, 2 to 5 letters back, and they're transactions that you're going to review and see whether or not you want to buy them. And that's what the show is about. How to select which one of those people, when they sign them, how do you select them?
Right.
Well, number 1, you got to get a map. It all starts with that. Parcelfact.com, which we're releasing next week. Well, by the time this airs, it will be released. Allows you to just quite simply put the state, the county, and then the assessor's parcel number, the APN, and it up pops a map and a bunch of information, who owns it, and the whole thing. It's quite amazing, actually. And so you do that on all the letters that you get back. And you look at it, so that's the first thing. And you look at it and see, does it have any attribute? We already know it's cheap enough. What size is it? Hey, can I sell it for more? That's number 1. Then, in our world, it goes to Jill's department to see if it's closable.
Right.
And that's what Jim was talking about up here.
Right.
You know, is the person on the phone that I'm talking to
really the deal maker?
Is their name the same one that's on the deed?
Right.
If it's John Smith, then are you talking to John Smith, or are you talking to the son, daughter Sally Smith?
Right. And she doesn't even know.
John? Oh, well, he died 18 years ago.
Right.
Now there's potentially issues. Sometimes not, sometimes. So it's not so much the best deal financially. It's the one that you can easily close. Number 1. This is the takeaway from the show. The best deal that you want to do is the one that's the most easily closable, and please retain this, consistent. Somebody's going to send you a golf course deal. Do you buy golf courses? No, that's not the business we're in. So you never want to hear Sally's story about the deal that her mother-in-law has and has to sell. Don't even listen. Just shut it down. You want to create an acquisition machine. I've passed on deals where people have gone and made millions of dollars, literally. Because it didn't fit our acquisition criteria, and I didn't want to spend all the time on it. I probably made $1 million in between. Yeah, that's what happens. Deals that were easy to do.
Exactly. That's what happens. When you have a good criteria and you stick to it, you're going to do more deals and be more efficient, and you have a system, and you'll make more money.
Right.
You're going to be just fine.
Yeah, it's going to be okay.
It is. Because by golly, I like you.
Is that a Jack Handy thing?
Yes.
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
I'm smart
Good
enough.
Strong enough, and by golly, people like you.
Yeah.
You ever see the one where Michael Jordan, where he's interviewed?
No.
Jack Handy says, Michael, don't look so down. You really are a good basketball player.
That's really good.
You know basketball where you dribble the ball, bounce it, and throw it up into the basket?
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, it's worth it.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Okay, good.
It's really funny.
All right, so tell me, is there anything more about a great deal? I mean, what else?
What ends up happening, too, is that we have some members who, they're brand new. A lot of our members are really well seasoned, but some members are brand new and they run into some of these problems and they have a great attitude.
Right.
One comes to mind where they only buy properties now, like the one Jim talked about earlier.
Yeah.
In Colorado specifically, where they have to do quiet title. Mm-hmm. And that's their whole business model now, and they're killing it.
That's fine.
They're taking unclosable deals. It would be actually an unclosable deal for you and I. Mm-hmm. Not because we can't do it, just we don't want
Would
to.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, it's like, well, it's interesting. Here's another thing. For us, a great deal is it has to meet now, not only all the things that we talked about, but my margin has to be this amount, X amount, or I'm not doing the deal.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a fun place to be in.
This country is packed full of real estate owners who have no mortgage, who would be happy to sell their property to you for way less than $100,000 what it's worth tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Just because they don't have to clean the house out.
Get rid of their
they don't have this old ranch that my dad used to own in Santa Barbara, let's say. Mm-hmm. I'm not using this example lightly.
Right.
And yeah, just, I'm happy. Please just, I don't want to do any work. Mm-hmm. Money's not a thing for us. If you can just pay us cash for this, and I hope you make a ton of money.
Right.
And good for you.
Exactly. Well, or maybe there's something else. Maybe this property is holding up something else in their life that they either can't qualify for, or maybe it's a trust situation that we need to get all the assets liquidated because the family's going to get some really bigger payout. Those things happen all the time.
It all adds up to the fact that you're looking for a situation, not a piece of real estate.
Right.
Some family situations, you're solving a problem for somebody that the reaction that you're looking for when they open that offer is, hey, honey, they're going to send us $25,000 for this property. You want to take it? Then we don't have to do the thing with this other thing over here. Mm-hmm. And we're never going to use this property anyway, so I'm going to sign this and send it back. What
Exactly.
do you say? And they're usually talking to each other from different rooms because people who are married never talk to each other in the same room. Did you notice that?
Wow. Where did that come from?
There's just all kinds of yelling through the store.
Where did that come from?
People who are married, the longer they've been married, they just yell through the store. Yell through the house.
I don't
5
do
rooms
that.
away.
We don't do that.
Oh, I know we don't.
Okay, thank you. But
It
you have
just
to make a
cracks me up.
conscious effort not to do that. I understand.
I'm signing it and send it. I'm signing it and send it back in. I don't care what you say.
Yep. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add about this, about the great deal, but I don't think so. I think we covered it all.
I think so too.
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
Jill's nice way of saying
Wait.
we should stop this episode.
Okay, wait. One last thing. You think, by the way, this is what's really fun when you get rolling in this business and we're talking about great deals. You think this is the last one you're ever going to see.
Oh,
You
that's
think,
a
oh
good
my
point.
gosh, because I've had this like,
Yeah. I stopped
that
doing
was
that
like
in
a home run.
2010.
You're cruising along. You're 6 to 8 months in. Something comes across your desk. You're like, this can't be right. This
Yep.
can't be right.
We just did a
You
deal
are
like that.
right. You are
We just
running
did a RV park.
to the bank, and so next thing you know, you're like, okay, it'll never happen again. And guess what? 2 months later comes another one. You're like, what the heck? So that's one of the happy things that come to this too. So
Right.
I just had to share that.
Join us in another episode where Jack and Jill discuss how to use information, that's me,
And inspiration, that's me.
to get just about anything you want.
We use it every day to buy property for half of what it's worth and sell it immediately.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
That was fun.
Yeah, old people talk through the house. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I'm sure they do. Well, and in the store, I hear them, I see them, I do it, but what are you looking at? Oh, someone calling you from another room?
Yeah.
Are you looking around because nobody was doing it? Is that what it was? Was that a signal? Jack, get in here. No, I know what you mean. It is kind of funny. Well, it must just be is it an age thing and no one can hear? They don't even know the other person left the room?
It's just everybody gets too comfortable.
Maybe that's it.
I have no idea. That's not the point, though.
Okay.
The best deals that we've ever done are people. That's what this whole show is about. Are the people where they just call us back excited? They're like, "Yeah, I want to sell that property for $5,000."
Yep. Where have you been?
Let's do it.
Thank you so much.
You just saved me a ton
how
of
fast
time.
can we do this?
My favorite too. One of them we didn't talk about is that property's been on the MLS for 8 years.
Right.
And you're offering more than I was willing to take on the MLS, but the broker wouldn't let me do it.
There you go.
So yeah, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Exactly.
Information and inspiration to buy undervalued property.
We are Jack and Jill, and
this was the Cash Flow from Land Show. We are the experts at acquiring property
Of all kinds, not just land.
for half price, just so we can flip it for way more.
And really fast. Thanks for listening.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.